Every time we stayed at this cabin, someone got injured. Happy Saturday, everyone. Welcome to Story Saturday, and for today's episode, I thought I would share with you guys a bunch of stories involving this cabin that we used to stay at the Boy Scout Reservation that I've talked about with you guys a couple of times before. I mentioned this cabin a couple of weeks back when I was talking about the time that we camped on a partially frozen lake, so if you missed that video and want to check it out, the link is up here or down below in the description. Anyways, we would typically stay at this cabin during the winter months. Now, I'm going to try to get every single one of these in chronological order, but I might have one switched around with a year, so something might have happened before. Anyways, let's get started with the first one that I can remember, and that is where a kid actually slipped on some ice when we were having a bonfire outside, and he burned a bunch of parts on his arm, and they had to take him to the ER. The year after that, the kid that was sleeping in the bunk above me actually fell off the bunk in the middle of the night and landed on his, I believe, kneecap or something. He broke his leg nonetheless. He also had to go to the ER. These bunks really didn't have railings or anything on the top. It was like the railing only went as high as the mattress, and the mattress was like that thin, so the railing wasn't high at all whatsoever. Anyways, a year after that, somebody forgot to open the exhaust vent on the wood stove, and we were burning stuff in the stove. We were burning wood to keep the cabin warm, and some kid ended up having an asthma attack and had to go to the hospital because they didn't have his inhaler, which I guess really wasn't like a major injury or anything like that, but kind of the parents' fault they didn't have the inhaler. Nonetheless, the year after that, somebody else fell off a different bunk. It wasn't the same bunk that I was sleeping on. It wasn't the person above me this time, thankfully, and I don't remember this because I was sound asleep for it. I guess the kid fell off the bunk, broke his arm, was crying and everything like that. I don't remember any of this. I didn't wake up for it. I just heard the story from a bunch of other people, and they took him during the night. I just remember waking up in the morning and the kid was gone. All of his stuff was there. It was kind of weird. The year after that, somebody twisted an ankle when they slipped on the ice, and we were unloading stuff from one of the trucks into a sled to bring it down from the parking area into the cabin. I guess they like slipped or something. They landed weird, and then the sled kind of rolled over their foot. Either way, they had to leave and go to the hospital. Like I said, every single year somebody got injured there, and the icing on the cake, the last year that we stayed there, the scout leader actually slipped on the ice and fell right on his chest, and he broke 2 ribs in his rib cage, and that was it. Like I said, we didn't stay at that cabin anymore after that. I was also, I think, like 16 or 15 or 16 at the time, starting to phase out of the Boy Scouts. I was almost an Eagle Scout. But anyways, guys, that is going to do it for today's episode about the haunted injury. Well, it wasn't really haunted, but the injury-related cabin that every single time I stayed there, somebody got hurt. Hope you guys enjoyed the story. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. I will see everybody on Monday for FTV Mondays. Peace.